Hey, it's Todd Newton. Welcome to the Tattooed Traveler, and maybe I should say bonjour, my friend. Welcome to the City of Lights, the City of Love, the City of Endless Adventure, where around every corner you will find a feast for your senses. I'm so glad you're here for this episode. It's going to be a good one. Welcome to Paris, France. Paris is, without question, one of the most enchanting cities in the world. I mean, I feel that deep in my bones every single time I land here at Charles de Gaulle Airport, and I'm glad to be sharing this trip with you. It's the history, it's the architecture, it's the cuisine. Paris owns my heart, and it's soon to own yours as well. Now, this is just one of 3 videos here on the channel that we shot here in Paris, and throughout the series, we'll visit all the hot spots, the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, explore the cobblestone streets, so make sure that you check out all 3 of the Paris videos. What I want to begin with here is the Sidewalk cafe culture here in France's capital city. And if you truly want to get a feel for the Parisian lifestyle, well, there's nothing more authentic than sitting outside at one of Paris's more than 1,400 sidewalk cafes and people watching while you enjoy a nice espresso, a flaky croissant. One of my favorites is the Café Louis Philippe, which opens every morning at 7 a.m., a little earlier than most cafes, and it features this beautiful old spiral staircase that was designed by architect Stéphane Sauvastre, one of the primary architects of the Eiffel Tower. I get a lot of writing done here every morning. It's just wonderful. Also happens to be just around the corner from one of those off-the-beaten-path sites that you have to see here in Paris. I'm going to show you an apartment building. It's just right up here on the left-hand side. This was the last residence of Doors frontman Jim Morrison. His girlfriend Pam was renting a beautiful apartment in this building on the, well, what we Americans would consider to be the 4th floor. The French consider it to be the 3rd. And when Morrison and his bandmates completed their album LA Woman, he relocated here. That would have been March of 1971. I can't tell if this is supposed to be Morrison or if it's Jesus. I'm going to go with Jim Morrison. By all accounts, he absolutely fell in love with this city, as so many of us do. He loved the art scene. He loved the wine and the cheese and the bread. He certainly wasn't living the healthiest of lifestyles, and it was in the bathtub of this apartment that Jim Morrison was found dead on July 3rd of 1971. The official cause of death was heart failure. Hard to believe he was only 27 years of age when he died. Morrison was laid to rest here at Père Lachaise Cemetery, which has become quite a tourist attraction. As you can see on the map here, his tomb is in Division 6, Plot 30. So we'll start making our way up there. Some of these grave sites and tombs are well over 100 years old. There are some prominent French entertainers buried here, as well as the author Oscar Wilde. But I think it's safe to say people come here mainly to pay their respects to Jim Morrison. And here we are. Black granite, simple inscription, James Douglas Morrison. I think for me, being here is equal parts intrigue and reverence, and you can see fans have left mementos. I think just trying to connect with his spirit, his charisma. I read on the way in that the tomb is protected 24 hours a day by 2 hidden cameras. Probably a good idea. Being here really gives you a deeper appreciation for his talents, even if you're not the biggest Doors fan. Definitely something to see. Now, this incredible building is City Hall, also referred to as Hôtel de Ville. The clock tower with its golden figures reminds us of the passage of time and all of the history that has taken place within these walls. I mean, this building, which dates back to the 19th century, is really the soul of Paris. They're getting set for the Olympics here in 2024. Yeah, this is where ideas have always been exchanged, where actions have been taken that affect the lives of tens of thousands of Parisians. It was also the headquarters of the French Revolution. It's funny they call it Hotel de Ville because it's not a hotel. But the mayor and his family, they do reside here, and it is just steps from one of the must-sees here in Paris, Notre Dame Cathedral. Talk about architectural wonders. What you're looking at right now is a symbol of timeless beauty that was built over 8 centuries ago. And all of that construction you see is due to a massive fire that occurred in April of 2019. And as a result, we can't get as close as we'd like to, nor can any of our fellow tourists here. But that doesn't stop folks from coming just to take it all in. Notre Dame is one of the finest examples of Gothic architecture I think you'll ever see. And the highlight for me, always, are the gargoyles. I love those gargoyles. Construction started in 1163 under the reign of King Louis VII, and it wasn't completed until 1345. Think about that, over 200 years. And during normal times, you can climb to the top of those towers, 226 feet tall. I can only imagine the views from up there. The area surrounding Notre Dame Cathedral is buzzing with shops and restaurants and bars and other things to see and do, including the narrowest street here in Paris. Kind of cool to see. Rue du Crepes. I hope I'm not butchering that too terribly bad. Apologies if I am. It was opened in 1540. At its widest point, it is only 5 feet, 11 inches wide, 95 feet long. And once I made it to the other side, I thought I'd step foot in the Holy Land. Crepes everywhere. You'll find that the French hold dear those things that make them unique. The crepe is certainly at the heart of French culture, and it's been that way since about the 12th century. The vendors here in Paris swirl the pancake-like batter onto that circular hot plate, creating a thin, tasty treat that you can load up however you'd like. For this guy, it's Nutella and banana all the way. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, there are 2 other videos in our Paris series that you can find right here on the Tattooed Traveler channel. You don't want to miss those. Until next time, this is Todd Newton. Travel safely, my friend.